Alright, so I just got back from a transaction on my local Facebook marketplace. This is my newest addition, the Bissell CleanView PowerTrak, CleanView bagless PowerTrak, whatever you want to call it. And I just acquired this. This one is I can focus on that, 3591-2 model, made in 2003 according to the barcode, and it's my newest addition. This is my third vacuum that I currently own. This is actually the first vacuum cleaner I ever worked on, not this exact one, unfortunately, but because the exact one I work on was thrown out a week later after the person clogged it again. And instead of giving it back to me, or even just giving it to me and just letting me deal with it and getting another machine, he just decided to throw it in a dumpster. And not only a regular dumpster, but one of those dumpsters that actually destroy anything that goes through it. So, thanks. But yeah, so I have it back now, and this one's actually a better version because this one has the wide path base. And I had another version that I got. So this is my third CleanView. It's funny because this is my third CleanView. My Power Force is my third Power Force, and my Dyson is my third Dyson. And that's 3 vacuums. So I don't know what kind of trend that says, but you get the point. So yeah, and then my second CleanView was, well then again, the first one technically wasn't mine, so this is my second CleanView. But this one is the better version with the clear deluxe stretch hose and the wide path, not just the wide path, but the PowerTrak base. So it's the wide path that has the clear window in it, which is obviously gunked up. I literally just got this, so I'll make another video as soon as I clean it up, get it all, cleaned up and everything, and refurbished. So, and I also have, it came with the extension wand, which is the one accessory I don't need, because I already have 4 of those. No, 3 of those, so this would be my 4th. So I can probably clean a skyscraper now, so that's good. And I actually do have another crevice tool and dusting brush that I can use with this. So that's good. And I even have the turbo brush, which is actually the yellow color, so it actually matches this. Obviously it doesn't have an onboard place for it, but it does have the sticker, which is still good. And I gotta give this girl credit, because this machine is supremely kept. Yeah, it's dusty and everything, and the filters are a little bit dirty because, of course, she used it, obviously. But, in her words, it's my vacuum. So, of course, I didn't, treat it bad. But I see so many of these machines where the handle lock's broken and it's all busted up, and this top filter is filthy because they never clean it, and the belt's shot, and the brush roll's bad, and nope, this machine is still in really good shape. The only thing that's sort of wrong with it is the motor sounds weird. But honestly, I think it's just dust. I'm sure if I open it up and clean out the motor, it'll sound just like my Power Force. And it's honestly not that bad. It's not loud. It just has a little bit of a whine to it, actually in a similar fashion that the Dyson has. So, but that's not something that's due to neglect. That's just to it aging, because this is a 2003 machine, and which means that it's 15 years old. So give this machine credit. These old Bissells usually don't get credit for lasting long, but this one is 15 years old and it's still chugging along. So yeah, so it's got the clear stretch hose and everything, so nice amount of reach. Still got the extension wand, so that's good. The handle lock is still working in all positions, something that is very, very uncommon. Height adjustment still works. The brush roll is still in good shape. It's a little bit dirty, but it's, it's beyond passable. So, it's in good shape. The height adjustment is still in shape. There's barely any scratches on the machine except for right on this corner and on the respective part on the power foot. But, the base is obviously what's going to get the most scuffed up. But the rest of the machine is immaculate. So, considering I got this for only 25 bucks, I would say that's a win. So, yeah, let's, and by the way, it's got this the pre-motor filter, which is kind of dirty, but you know, it's fine. And you have the dust cup, you have the upper tank filter, which a little bit dusty, but that's to be expected. And this isn't cracked or chipped or anything, and this upper cyclone is still fine. I actually greatly prefer this design to the PowerForce bagless, which has this stupid thing at the bottom of the bin. This system with these two pads is much better. It's a much better form of filtration than the PowerForce systems. And yeah, it's still not the best sealed machine in the world, so it's still going to leak a little bit of dust before it gets to the HEPA filter, which, by the way, is also still in good shape. I thought I was going to have to swap some of this stuff for my PowerForce, but at least for the time being, that's not necessary. So, with that in mind, oh, by the way, that's a water bottle I was drinking, but we'll leave that in there because I'm going to dump this anyway. And the headlight is out. That is one thing, is that the headlight is burnt out. So I need to get a new headlight, but that's like, what, $5? So, and honestly, it's the headlight's the one thing that isn't necessary at all for operation. So, I mean, I could just leave it, if I don't need it, so there's not really anything wrong with that. So yeah, let's give this thing a little bit of a whirl, I guess. So, anyways, what is this on? Medium? That should be just fine for this. Just on the lowest setting. Actually, never mind. The brush roll is seized, actually. So, I don't know if the belt's shot or something. So, actually, that whining noise is probably the brush roll. It's probably not even the motor. So, actually... yeah. So, actually, never mind. The brush roll is seized. So, she said the only reason she got rid of it is because it won't pick up pet hair. And yeah, I think that's the reason why, because the brush isn't spinning. But, you know what? Brushes, $10. Big deal. So, yeah, I will then probably need a new brush roll, or probably just a new belt. If it's a new belt, I have like 3 of those belts. So if it's a new belt, then great. But if it's a new brush roll, whatever, $10. So, yeah. But either way, let me see, even without the brush roll, let's see if we can't, get some kind of cleaning done with this. Okay, so put this in this little clip up here, which is actually harder to use than on the PowerForce because it's really stiff. I don't know if that'll work, but either way, let's just fire this up and see if it gets. Should get some of the surface dirt, no problem. So yeah, brush roll is seized. Don't know if it's belt or brush roll, but worst case scenario, it's both. That's what, $10. So considering I got this for $25, and this is built much better than a lot of the newer machines that Bissell's come out with, which are honestly garbage. This is definitely worth the money I paid for it. But yeah, so if the person who sold me this is watching this, then thank you. Definitely glad I could get it off your hands and everything. But yeah, so that's probably why. I don't know if you ever checked that brush roll, but it's, yeah, because it's not spinning. Yeah, so something is seized on this. I can still manually turn it, but belt, or maybe it's just because there's so much stuff in it, I don't know. But either way, this is a solid machine, and I'm glad that I got it. I'm glad that it's in my possession, since this is probably the best, one of the best Bissell vacuums that they made. And it was really cheap too. I think these were like, what, you know, $100 when they came out at most. So definitely a very well built machine, and one that I will gladly be using once I fix the brush roll, of course. And yeah, so anyways, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. This is my acquisition of the Bissell CleanView PowerTrak vacuum. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.